Game, you're drunk. If you can punch a dragon with a stone fist, you can have a neurodivergent person and disable characters in your mediums. Oh, it's pretty! It is so pretty! I love it! Yay!
My name is Bloodthread Shears. I am also known in the dance world as Oriana Amaz.
Oh, what am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, merry time zone, and welcome to my stream. I'm Bloodthread Shears, Shears for short, and welcome to part 2 of the Knitting Basics 101 series. The whole intent for this was to help folks get a handle on the craft that is knitting, what to look for, what a cast on is, your basic stitches. Next week will be reading a pattern. And my captions are not on. There we go. So yeah, I am very excited to teach. It is something that I genuinely enjoy. I've been knitting since college, which is about, I'd say, 2006 onwards. I was self-taught at first, and then I took some classes at some local yarn shops, and then it kind of spiraled from there. I now have yarn that keeps showing up in the house. I have no memory of buying it. But in an effort to share my craft, share something that I'm passionate about, and also promote the fact that I'm now taking commissions, and I'm also going to be doing some lessons. So if you are interested in learning how to knit, and you want a little bit more in-depth than what I'm doing here, please feel free to contact me. I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Discord. I'm open for DMs on inquiries, but you can also catch me at my email, bloodthreadshears@gmail.com. So before we get started, I'm actually very happy with how my hair is actually behaving. Yay! I have some announcements and the community board. So first off, in order to fund a lot of stuff that I've been doing, because I actually did some fabric shopping today, fabric window shopping, because, oh dear lord, inflation is a thing. I'm going to be promoting my Kofi quite often now because I'm trying to raise money to get a very good computer that will handle streaming, artwork, all the wonderful things that I do here, especially gaming, because I would love to do more gaming on stream. I have a budget of $2,500, which includes the tower, monitors, and any kind of sundry items that I may need. And I also have a throne, so you can type in !throne. It is a wish list that keeps the sender and sendee's personal addresses safe. And I have just like some very practical things such as USB ports, camera equipment, wire management, some sewing items. There is never any pressure to send me anything. I will be very grateful if anyone does, and I will do an unboxing on stream because that is amazing. So, next up on my announcements list, and I was very nice to myself, patting past me on the back. I wrote my list down. So, next up, Vods. I am trying to see if I can upload my VODs onto YouTube. Currently, I'm just having a little bit of difficulty doing so due to YouTube not wanting to. So I'm going to see what I can do and ask around for help. But do expect the second half of Finding Paradise, Imposter Factory, the Literature Podcast, and this entire series for knitting basics up on my YouTube channel. Once I get everything all set up, I will put it to the socials command, and you can find my YouTube. Yay! Since it was actually very nice out, I decided to make myself some iced tea. I have hibiscus tea with wildflower honey. That is by Clippership Tea Company. Next up, as you can see on my commands list here, I am going to be taking part in a masks one-shot over on Greater Restoration's channel. You can type in exclamation point masks into the chat for more information. I'll be joined by Lanzo Gonzo, who will be sharing in the chaos. And this will be my first time appearing in a game on stream, not as a storyteller. So I'm very excited. And it's very overwhelming to learn a new system, but I'm getting there. I'll get there. So yeah, definitely look forward to that. I linked the tweet in the command. And the poster is amazing. The Great Rafiki did an amazing job. Like, amazing. So, yeah. So, next up on the announcements is scheduling. I am picking up some pet sitting gigs. So, next Monday, I believe, I may shuffle Monday morning tea around just so I can take care of that, come home, take care of my dog, and then stream maybe in the afternoon and do like an afternoon tea. Everything else will be up in the air. I just have to sit down and do my planner and just do the old schedule shuffle to Electric Boogaloo. So those are the main things. I have a post schedule coming out on Kofi today. If you are a monthly supporter, you will be able to have access to that. The regular Sophie Dress updates will be always available to one-time and monthly supporters. This is just more in regards to photography. So it's a little sneak peek on what I want to do, and I hope you enjoy it. So the next thing is the community board. This is actually a new thing that I'm starting to bring light to things that I am passionate about. I want to help. I may not have the financial funds to do so, but I can do a signal. In my time on Tumblr, if you were unable to help out monetarily, that was the way to do it. You signal boost. And this is what I'm doing. So, first and foremost, due to the tragic events up in Buffalo, New York, a wonderful person in the games community has created or is creating a bundle to benefit the victims of the Buffalo shooting. The link to all that information is in that right there. Please, when it goes live, If it has gone live already, please help and support however you can by sharing the information, or if you have the funds to do so, tossing a coin their way so they can help out. Next up is Punkelnix is currently on the move and recently shared a photo on Twitter of having a flat tire on his car. So I want to help. So you can actually go to his Kofi, MC Etching, link is in chat, to toss a coin his way to help him out, because every little bit helps, especially since he's getting out of a very sticky situation in order to move on with his life and go on to better things. So help him out. He does amazing work, and if you want to commission him for some really good etching or just hang out at his channel, go check him out. He's wonderful. He does amazing work. He's good quality people. I highly recommend. And last but not least on the community board is my friend Chaos Fae. As you may have noticed, I keep a mug rug and a coaster that are quilted. These were made by hand by my friend Chaos Fae. She is a 4th generation quilter, disabled creative, and my friend. She and her husband recently are being forced to leave their current home due to landlord shenanigans, and they need some extra funds to help with vet bills, finding a new place. So if you want to help out there and potentially commission her for a quilt or some cute little mug rugs or table runners or coasters that are hecking gay, or even magnets, because I have a couple of them I have one on my fridge and one over here. So all the information is in there, and if you want to go follow Chaos Fae, she does not stream, but she does have her shop on Kofi and a Twitter for her creations. So toss a coin however you are able to. Share the information if you are not. That is the community board. And I'm going to pat myself on the back because I remembered to write things down and I actually got through everything fairly quickly. And OBS is being a butt. You're hitting the red quite a bit. Why? Odd. So anyways, I rambled for about 10 minutes now. How's everyone doing? I hope that everyone is enjoying themselves. I hope midweek has been good, and if not, come, grab a mug, grab a glass, pop a squat on the comfy couch that is my stream. Relax. We're gonna learn how to knit. We're gonna learn how to do the stabby thing. Captions, that is not what I said. Oh my god. Oh god, that was not what I said. Oh god. We're batting 1,000 today. So give me 1 second. I'm going to turn off these captions and go over to fancy crafting, and I'm going to put on a different set of captions. They do work and they're great. So hold on 1 second. Oh no! Oh no! I forgot! Computer sounds incoming. Oh crap. Hold on. Where's my crafting? No, did I? Oh, wait, never mind. Ta-da! My desk is a mess, but not for long. Like I said, I wrote the stuff down. And I have some peanuts, so I will be eating on stream. And I need... We are going to... Check 1, 2. Okay, see... There, that works. Okay, so I fixed some things. We did it! Okay, so... Last we left off, I showed y'all how to cast on and also figure out what you will need in order to get started. And in all reality, you don't really need a lot, and you don't need the most expensive thing ever. So, prior to stream, I casted on 10 stitches. Ow. And today, I'm going to show you Knit Stitch. The two basic stitches you would need to know is Knit and Purl. So, what's the difference? That is a very good question. So, first off, you have, when you cast it on, the tail was towards your torso, the active line was away from your torso. So, what you want to do is take a look at the stitches that you casted on and notice one side is looking more like a braid and the other side looks like bumps. If you sew or are familiar with some sort of craft, you'll know there's a right side and wrong side. This is to denote what it'll look like, and I will get into like designs and everything next week, so we're just gonna focus on knit and purl stitch. And I'm going to show you the different ways that these stitches can look. And if you are knitting, if you're getting started as well, please knit along. And if you have any questions, just put question and then your actual question so I can see it quickly. I'm an open book crafter and I'm happy to field any questions regarding this. So, to show what right side looks like, you'll notice that, is my camera gonna focus? Come here. Focus, damn you. Alright, so you're gonna notice like right here that it looks very smooth. Oh, now you want to focus in. Alright, right over here is the wrong side. It's gonna look kind of bumpy. So what we're gonna do is, after casting on these stitches, gonna take the cast-ons, put this in your left hand, and you notice that when I went to put it in my left hand, I picked up the tail and held it up against the needle. You do not need to do this. It is more of a quality of life kind of deal That way you don't tangle up any of the yarn, or you don't accidentally knit the tail into your project. I've done this before, and while it is convenient, you do want to make sure that the active line is what you are working from. So, getting started. The difference between knit and purl is basically where you stab your needle through. So for knit stitch, you're going to go right here from the behind and push through. Again, you're going to have the front and the back. So for knit stitch, I'm going to push through behind, and it's going to make a cross like that. You're going to take the active line with your right hand, and a little thing I learned from crochet, because fun fact, my mother taught me how to do crochet. I'm not good at it, I haven't done it in a while, but I still remember the basics. I usually do like a Vulcan salute like that, put the yarn in between, like that, and that helps me maintain my tension. So we have left needle on top, right needle on the bottom. I'm going to take this, wrap around. I'm going to move my straw. Again, one more time. You're going to wrap around the bottom needle only. So let me just, like that. So this is your bottom needle. You're gonna wrap around like so, just once. When you have that, maintain your tension. Work your needle all the way down to the point. Drag it through. And then pull off. So again, I'm going to do this a little closer so you can see. You're going to push through, wrap around, bring the needle out so the right is on top, and then carefully transfer to the right needle. So one more time, push through, wrap around, drag, remove. You can use whatever mnemonic that you'd like to help you remember the motion, and it does take practice. And when I teach my students, I make sure that they have supplementary guides if they're not getting it and they need a little extra diagram. Okay, so now that the tail is on the right side, I don't exactly need to worry about that. Bear in mind, I have a lot of experience with doing this, so you're going to stab, wrap, like so, drag, and pull through. And if anyone needs a closer look, please let me know. I will happily bring this closer to the camera. So bring it in, wrap around, drag out, and transfer to the right. And you're going to do that for the rest of how many stitches you've casted on. So I'm doing this at a slower speed just so people can see the motion. Okay. All right, and that is our first row. So what you're going to do is, if you have with straights, you're going to take the empty needle, bring it into your right hand, and the one that you already worked on into your left. And OBS is being a right butt. I don't know why. So anyways, one more time, we're going to work this knit stitch for 3 rows, and that's called a garter stitch. And garter stitch can also apply for knit or purl stitches. And you'll see in a moment what I mean. So go through the back, wrap around, like so. And then once you find a rhythm, just go with it. A little tip, like I said from last week, make sure that your stitches can move on your needle. If it's too tight, loosen up, and if it's too loose, tighten accordingly. Change your gauge to what you need it to be. There we go. So that was 2. You're going to wrap, drag, and transfer. You're going to keep doing that until you get to the end of your row. And if you drop a stitch, not to worry. Those things happen. I'm going to show you what happens when you do drop a stitch in garter. So we have the cast on. One. One. 2. Go for one more row. And I'm going to knit a little quickly just so I can get to it. If you're knitting along, please go slowly. My goal is to make sure that you have the rhythm and the motions. You want to build up a muscle memory just so you know what to do, and at some point it becomes fairly mindless. Like, you don't think about it too hard. Okay. So, parking my needle there. This is the beginning of garter stitch. As you can see, it looks like rows, like bumpy little rows. But when you pull it out, you see each and every row interlocked. So, come on. Does that work? There we go. So, as you can see, it looks like rows of farm stuff. I can words, but that is what garter stitch will look like. And it's the same with a purl stitch. So for purl, it's a similar motion, just a different entry. So for knit stitch, we went in on the behind. For a purl, you're going to make sure that your tail, not the tail, the active line is towards you. And this is where things do get a little tricky, but don't panic. We're going to figure this out together. And again, if you have any questions at all, please throw them in chat. I'll happily field questions. So instead of going through the back, like here, you're going to go through the front, like that. And you want to make sure that the line is like this, because otherwise when you go to purl, it's going to look very weird. So go through the opening in the front, grab your line. So we are at 6 o'clock. Go counterclockwise around the needle like that. Again, you want your right needle on top, left needle on the bottom. So go from 6 o'clock, wrap around counterclockwise, and hold there. I'm going to do that one more time. Wrap around, go back down to 6 o'clock, grab your needle, drag through, bring it underneath the left, and then transfer. Again, you're going to go through the front. So, yeah, go through the front, wrap around counterclockwise, bring it through, and transfer. So one more time. Bring it through the front, wrap around, make sure it doesn't get caught on the bottom needle, and transfer over. Now, my students that I've taught do have a little hard time with this, but once you get the hang of it, it is actually very easy to do. And OBS is really being a butt. Hold on one second. What is going on? You know what? I am gonna actually turn off touchpad just to see if that works. Computer noise was on my end, just for clarification. Okay. So, again, grab the active line, bring it between your middle and ring finger, or however you feel most comfortable with. Go through the front, wrap around counterclockwise, drag down, and off. So what that looks like from here is go through front, wrap around, make sure you don't get caught on this needle because that is actually something that will happen. Drag down and off. So it's going to look like that at a slower speed. And then at faster speed. What in the actual hell? I am so sorry. There seems to be something going on with OBS. Like, stand by. I think there's something going on. Alright, let's see if that works. Alright. So getting back to purl stitch. When you combine that with a knit stitch, you turn that into stockinette. So there's going to be a little difference on how it looks. Here it looks very scrunchy and very squishy. Here, hold on. There we go. So here you're going to notice that one side is smooth, the other side will not be. So, son of a biscuit. Hold on one second. I may have to kill stream for a hot minute just so I can figure out what the hell's going on. Stand by.